Thanksgiving week, one of my favorite weeks of the year, football season. We get to act like a professional football team, and our guys, we still have rules on how many hours they can work, but they're allowed to come back and do extra, which is always fun, and spend more time around each other. We'll have a Thursday lunch with families that are in town, parents, etc., which is a lot of fun always to get to see all our players' families. Great opportunity Saturday night here at home. Got to be ready to play good football. Need an outstanding home field advantage. And I'm not trying to be a smart aleck when I say this, but like we're playing a really important football game, and this team I think deserves the city, the state, whoever to show up and support it because we got an opportunity to do something really special. Our players deserve it. The work they've put in, man, I don't care who you're a fan of. I don't care if it's Tulane or some other school or you don't even like college football. Just show up and support somebody. It's a group of people, our young men, who have given a lot of positive experiences and opportunities to our local community to be recognized and play for something important. So we got to go play good football. We got to keep getting better, and that's really the whole deal. Just get better every day. So with that, we'll open it up.
To that point, with what's clearly on the line now, and you know it with just one game, do you even have to talk about how important this game is? And is there a hype speech that you have to make?
I'm out of hype speeches. Yeah, I mean, it's like, hey, near target. I've been saying it for weeks now. Nearest target. What is it? Charlotte. UNC Charlotte. Okay? And I told our team, I don't want to hear about any records because nobody wins a game because of what your previous experience has been, or previous success has nothing to do with future success. Look, this team was tied with North Texas at halftime, I believe. It was 7-0 versus UTSA at halftime. UTSA kicked our butt. So, look, just near target. No hype speech. Near target. Go play good football. I'm probably just like so hyper-focused on let's just get better.
When you mentioned it, I mean, they have one win on the season when talking about Charlotte.
Right.
So what is it when you watch them that maybe isn't indicative of what the record is?
Well, it's number 5, who's from New Orleans, Nicholas, the receiver, baller, absolute baller, like real deal, big-time player, receiver, also a really good punt returner. He jumps off the tape, number 1. Like, I've talked to a couple of coaches in our league that have played these guys, and just to go, hey, what did you see? What did you think when you played them? And every one of them has been like number 5, number 5, number 5. So he's a real player. A couple of these linemen I know, the left tackle I know at a high school, good player. Like, they got really good football players across the board. And really, our record this week right now is 0-0, and their record right now is 0-0. It's a one week season. It's all that really matters. So I got a lot of respect for this team. I have a ton of respect for Coach Alvin. He's a big-time football coach, man. He did a great job at Ohio University, won the conference championship last year. I think he's doing a really good job of laying a foundation there, and they're a better football team than I think their record would indicate.
Coach, back here, how beneficial is it to have guys like Shadre Hurst in the locker room who've been part of multiple championship runs to get that message to the team?
Yeah, I would even go a step past Shadre. And now, if you want me to talk about Shadre explicitly, I will, or specifically. I would even say this. Slim Despaney, Bryce Bohannon. They were here in 2021 for 2-10. And then now they've got an opportunity to do something that's like unbelievable from what the last 4 years have looked like. I mean, so Shadre's been here for a lot of it, but those guys were here for 2-10, and like that's amazing to see what they have gone through to where we are now as a program. It's really, really cool, and those are 2 unbelievable leaders on our football team. And so I would just say a lot of guys that have been around this program, Shadre's also one of them, have laid a lot of groundwork for us to be able to have the success. And then there's so many that have come before anybody that's even in this room. Nick Anderson, right? Like Sincere Haynesworth, Michael Pratt. Like Jaquan, all those guys text me all the time, and I'm like, there was a group of people, Kurt Hester, I talked about a few weeks ago, Kurt. There was a group of people that, 5 years ago here, or maybe 4.5 years ago now, made a decision like this is not going to look the same anymore. We're going to change how this looks. And this program's player driven. Slim Despaney, Bryce Bohannon. That's why we are where we are, because of their commitment to seeing this thing through and look different than it did maybe their freshman year.
And on the other end of that, we talked about it multiple times with 60 new players on this roster entering the year. If you had been told before the season that this group would have been able to put itself in position to host the conference championship, what would you have thought at that time?
I believe we could. I knew there had to be a lot to go right that would allow us to be in that position with so many new players, 5 returning starters. I knew that there had to be a lot go right, a lot in regards to the locker room dynamic, the chemistry, the culture, a lot on the field too that it's just like us playing good football. It's hard. Winning games isn't easy. And our guys, with such drastic roster turnover, it has been so cool to see this team kind of bind and come together and become a team. And it's been a really cool experience. It's been an awesome group to be around. The seniors that are going through senior night Saturday, man, forever grateful to those guys, whether they're like I said, the Bryce Bohans and Slims who have been here forever, like they're getting ready to collect Social Security at Tulane, or the Sam Howards, the Derek Grahams who came here, middle of their career, all the way to the Jack Hollyfields who he's in last year and he's just got here, more recently. And so Jake Retzlaff, Brendan Sullivan, there's a lot of guys exhausting their eligibility right now on this team that have very different, unique stories. Johnny Pascuzzi, that I freaking love, and I love their story, and I love how they've bought into this place, this team, all across the board.
What have you seen from Chris Rogers the past couple of weeks? How have you seen him kind of grow at the position, and what has he meant to this defense?
I've seen a ton from Chris Rogers since he was a high school kid when we recruited him to Troy, from Corinth, Mississippi. I'll never forget sitting in his mom's house, watched him play running back in high school. Love the kid, love the player. It's been so awesome to watch his development and growth on and off the field. He's had an expanded role when Sam was down. Obviously Sam's back, but when Dixon went down, and then in the past he's had to go out and play Sam linebacker at times when we play base or we get bigger. He's just played really good football, and there's been a handful of critical plays that you can rattle off this season that he's made that have put us in the position we're in. The goal line stop a couple weeks ago is probably the biggest one that sticks out, but he's played really good football, and it's been awesome to see his growth.
Coach, you just said you're out of hype speeches. And with Charlotte having one win and y'all are essentially in the driver's seat, how do you make sure that this team does not play down to their level, essentially?
We just need to play our standard. There's only one level that I care about. It's our standard. I don't care who we play, where we play, when we play. Play to the standard that we have set for ourselves. And that's really all that matters.
And then this is kind of off the field question, but with Jake, he was at the Bills game last night.
I didn't get the invitation. Mars, Bart, and Jake, and I think Michael or Rod. I don't know who all was, but I didn't get that phone call. I don't know what that's all about. I've never sat courtside at the Pelicans game. But I usually have to sit row 6, But no, you're good. Keep going.
We'll see it. Just kind of seeing how much he's embraced the city in such a short couple of months. How do you like that for him?
Jake's awesome. When he got here, he really integrated to this football team really quickly. He during training camp had a meal with a different teammate at every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the whole training camp schedule. I think he's gone all into everything it looks like to be the quarterback at Tulane and embrace this community. It's been cool to watch.
So, let's see if I can talk first. Yeah, it seems okay.
Your voice is back. You sound like me last week.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you've got the best kicker punter combination in the country, possibly?
I like them a lot. I don't just like them. I love them. They're awesome. They're great. Durkin's grown a ton. Alec Clark's just an absolute stud. You know, Durkin, I don't know how to get a hold of the Lou Groza Award people, but 2021, I think he should probably get consideration if they can go back and consider somebody after having a finalist list. I think he's 20 and 21 on field goals with, I think, maybe 3 over 50. He's, I think all but a couple kickoffs have been touchbacks. I'd like to see the rest of the country stats, but he's been great. Alec Clark's been awesome. Alex also, I've mentioned this every time it comes up, the holding he does is unbelievable. He's a tremendous holder. He's obviously a really good punter as well. And Aaron Dondo, for a freshman, he's done a nice job handling snapping duties.
Anybody else?
All good?
All right, thank y'all.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right.